Hi children, good morning. Welcome to the video number 10. See, the last class we discussed about BPT, Basic Proportionality Theorem. So, before going to discuss about converse of BPT, let us discuss once the statement of BPT, Basic Proportionality Theorem. See, try to recall the statement of BPT theorem, which is also called Thales theorem, isn't it? What is the statement? If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle which intersects the other two sides in the same ratio, which intersects the other two sides in two distinct points in the same ratio. So that is what if suppose ABC is a triangle and let it be DE is the line which is parallel to any one side, no? Say suppose DE is parallel to BC, then we discussed that which divides in the same ratio. That is, one thing I can say that AD by DB which is equals to AE by EC, or else the thing we can also take AD by entirely AB. In the same way, AD corresponding side will be AE, and since here we consider no whole length AB, hence here we can take it as AC. Or else we can also say that DB by entire length AB which is equals to EC by the entire length AC, isn't it? Of course, their reciprocals are also true. See, for example, this is the situation. Let it be the triangle ABC. Why always DE is parallel to BC only? Say suppose this is the line DE which is parallel to AB. Even though BPT is applicable no here, because a line is parallel to the third side and which dividing the other two sides in two distinct points, hence it divides in the same ratio, other two sides in the same ratio. So now we need to start from here, because these two sides meets at C, no? So let us apply the same technique even here also. CE by EA. CE by EA is equals to, in the same way here, CD by DB. CD by DB. So just applications of this BPT. Or else what we can take, CE by entire length CA or AC, then can be equals to CD by the whole length CB. Or else second part, AE or EA by entire length CA better even this is you can consider as EA. So EA second part by whole part AC, then the corresponding parts will be here DB by CB. Same applications, just small change. Instead of parallel to BC, here it is parallel to AB. But all other rules are same. So not only like this, no. Situation number 3 can be in this way. I mean, ABC is a triangle. Now assume that this is the line. Say suppose DE, which is parallel to AC. So now also we can apply basic proportionality theorem. Since a line is parallel to third side, I mean one of the side, and which is dividing the other two sides, which meets the other two sides at distinct points. So hence it divides the other two sides in the same proportion. So other two sides are one is AB and one is BC. Hence we can start from this is the common point, no? So can go ahead in the same way BE by EA, which is equals to BD by DC. Or else the same thing, first off by total, even here also the corresponding sides you can consider, or second off EA by whole side AB, then that could be equals to DC by whole length BC. In the same way, try to write the two more relations. Understand? So not only in this way, we can also apply the BPT even in these situations also. So all these are comes under applications of basic proportionality theorem. Okay. Now let us see converse of BPT. Converse of basic proportionality theorem. So look at the statement. See, if a line divides, if a line divides any two sides, of a triangle, any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. See children, just look at the statement of converse of basic proportionality theorem and try to compare BPT and converse of BPT. Earlier If the line is parallel to the third side, then it divides other two sides in the same ratio. But now coming to converse, see, it's just like reverse of the statement. See, if line divides other two sides in the same ratio, then the line must be parallel to the third side. So look at this situation. Say ABC is a triangle and this is D and E. So if DE is the line which divides other two sides in the same ratio, then it must be parallel to the third side. So look at once what is a hypothesis. So in triangle ABC, DE is the line meets AB in D and AC in E, and moreover given that ratio is same, no, AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. AE by EC, given that divides in the same ratio. So what is the RTP? We need to prove that DE must be parallel to BC. So coming to proof, see, actually we need to prove that DE is parallel to BC, but here I am trying to prove that DE is not parallel to BC, okay, which is called a contradiction method. So instead of the required condition to prove, let us say suppose the opposite to this. If we try to prove that DE is not parallel to BC, then this statement will be wrong, isn't it? So that's why let us check it. Instead of proving that it is parallel, try to prove that it is not a parallel. I mean, better write like this. Let us assume that DE is not parallel to BC. Okay. Then see what next. Then if it is not parallel to BC, then there must be a line through D which is parallel to BC, isn't it? If this is DE is not parallel to BC, then definitely there must be a line, no, which is parallel to BC through B. Assume suppose this is the line which is parallel, and see that which meets at AE at E dash. See, now according to BPT, I can say that AD by DB which is equals to AE by EC, isn't it? But now what I am telling that, suppose DE dash is parallel, then AD by DB, which is equals to AE dash by E dash C. So let it be 1 and now let it be 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. So what can you say about, from this 1 comma 2? From 1 comma 2, see both are equals to AD by DB only, no? Hence I can say that AE by EC is equals to AE dash by E dash C. Right, ma? Add 1 on both sides. Adding 1 on both sides. And go for LCM. AE plus EC by EC, which is equals to AE dash plus E dash C by E dash C. Right? Okay, fine. Now what we can say about AE plus EC? AE plus EC, nothing but total length, AC by EC. Even what can you say about AE dash plus E dash C? AE dash plus E dash C, which is also the entire length of AC only. So AC by E dash C. So clearly can cancel AC and AC. Hence I can say that EC is equals to E dash C. EC is equals to E dash C. That means, see, clearly E and E dash are not two different points. So they both are same points. That implies E and E dash must coincide. Must coincide, isn't it? They both are not different points. They are the same points only. E and E dash must coincide. So they comes together. They are not two different points. Only one point. That means clearly I can say that there is no two more points, no? That means there is no any other parallel line through D. So therefore the parallel line is nothing but DE. Hence I can say that DE is parallel to BC, which is the required condition to prove. So observe the diagram and observe the construction and even the procedure also. Okay, especially this is he already given for us, is it? No, this is given already. So here you can mention that this is given, and this statement is because of when this line is parallel to the third side, then this is because of BPT. According to the statement of BPT, when a line is parallel to the third side, it divides the other two sides in the same ratio. So these two are very, very important. One is BPT and the other one is converse of BPT. Okay, now let us discuss few examples related to these two theorems. Okay, ma. See, problem number 1. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC, and moreover AD by DB, which is equals to 3 by 5, comma AC is equals to 5.6. Then find AE. Find the length of AE. Okay. See, better to draw a triangle. In triangle ABC, no? Yeah, ABC. What is that? DE, which is parallel to BC. So what we can use? BPT or converse of BPT, ma? BPT, no? So by basic proportionality theorem, actually, since it is parallel to BC, I can say that AD by DB, which is equals to AE by EC. AE by EC. But you know, here we don't know exactly what is AE as well as what is EC. But this ratio is also equals to AD by DB. That means which is equals to 3 by 5. 3 is to 5. Of course, this is I can take it as 3, and DB can we take it as 5? No. Actually, this is the ratio, something like 3K by 5K original lengths. But no problem, we can consider 3 and 5. Okay, ma. And also given that entire length AC is given as, how much is given? Entire length of AC is given as 5.6. Because to proceed in this way, we don't know individual values of AE as well as EC. Nothing we know in these two. Both are unknown. So that's why my intention, let us use applications of BPT. So this whole length is given anyhow 5.6. Now I want AE. So do one thing, I want to go for like this. I can also write that AD by whole length I can take it now as AB. Ratio of first part and the entire part, AD by AB. In the same way here also, I can go for first part is AE and the whole length is nothing but AC. Isn't it? Because of availability. Yes, fine. Now AD, suppose I can take it as 3 units, and AB total 3 plus 5, can take it as 8 units, which is equals to AE, what we need to find, by AC provided already 5.6. So cross multiplication, hence I can say that AE is equals to 3 into 5.6 by 8. So this 8 here, how many times? 0.7. 7 8s are 56, no? So AE is equals to finally 3 into 0.7, hence which is equals to 2.1 centimeters. Understood, ma? So this is basic definition. But with this here both are unknown. Actually we can solve, but than that this process is very simple. So let us try to take the ratio of the required and given sides. Then that will be very easy to find. See, coming to the next side, next problem. DE is parallel to BC in triangle ABC. Suppose AD is given as 2.5 centimeters. Okay, ma? As well as DB, which is equals to 3 centimeters. Whereas AE is equals to 3.75 centimeters. And you need to find AC length, suppose. Okay, almost all same more problem. Only the thing is a little bit difference in their measurements, I think. Anyhow, coming to the diagram, same, no? Yes, ABC. Assume that this is D and E. Of course, given DE is parallel to BC. Now, this time instead of ratio, see directly length itself given. AD length 2.5, BD length 3 centimeters, even AE length 3.75, and we need to find the entire AC length. So I think this is very simple than the previous problem. Yes, as per BPT, I can take that AD by DB is equals to AE by EC. Okay, so AD is provided 2.5, BD is provided as 3 units, 3 centimeters, whereas AE 3.75, and let it be EC. So cross multiplication, 2.5 into EC is equals to 3 into 3.75. So from this EC is equals to 3 into 3.75 by 2.5. Can you simplify what is the length of EC? See, easily you can calculate. This is 375 by 250, no? 250. So 25s are 10 times, whereas here for 15 times. So 45 by 10. So which is 4.5 centimeters, which is EC length. But you have to find AC, no? So now AC length. AC is nothing but I can write it as AE plus EC. So which is 3.75 plus 4.5. How much? Is it 8.25 centimeters? Okay. For example, next question. So in triangle ABC, yeah, once again DE is parallel to BC, and this time AD is equals to, say suppose 4x minus 3 centimeters, and AE is equals to AE 8x minus 7 centimeters. Okay ma? And BD, which is equals to 3x minus 1 centimeters. Even CE length is equals to 5x minus 3 centimeters. Hence we need to find what is the value of x here. Value of x. Come on children, try for it. Try to find the value of x here. See what is provided. AD length, which is 4x minus 3 centimeters. Yeah, BD also given as 3x minus 1 centimeters. AE is given 8x minus 7, and EC or CE, which is 5x minus 3. Yeah, I think every part is given. Very simple this is. Very simple, no? So first of all, write down the condition for BPT. According to BPT, the condition is AD by DB, which is equals to AE by EC. So substitute 4x minus 3 by 3x minus 1, which is equals to 8x minus 7 by 5x minus 3. Okay, so better cross multiplication. So first of all, multiply with 4x. 4x into 5x. Both are positive, no? So 20x square. 4x into minus 3. Minus 12x. And coming to product with minus 3. Minus 15x plus 9. Same way here with 3x, if you multiply, 24x square minus 21x, and with minus 1, minus 8x plus 7. So this is furtherly we can write it as like this, no? And what about this? 21, 8, both are negative, minus 29x plus 7. So better if you can move that side. 24x square minus 20x square, which is 4x square, minus 29x plus 27, minus 29 plus 27, minus 2x, 7 minus 9, minus 2 is equals to 0. So you can cancel, can divide with 2 on both sides. Then 2x square minus x minus 1 is equals to 0. See, once again we got a quadratic equation now, isn't it? See, that's why foundation mathematics is beautiful. See, the topic is geometry. In that, especially triangles, we are talking about similarity of triangles. Let's see, all of a sudden we need the help of quadratic equation now. So that's why, children, you must be good at all the concepts, especially in foundation. So what are the factors here? Can be factorized. I mean, you can split this minus x as minus 2x plus x minus 1 is equals to 0, isn't it? On adding, minus x. On multiplying, yeah, minus 2x square. Fine. Now take 2x common, hence x minus 1. After taking plus 1, you will be getting again x minus 1. So if you take x minus 1 common here, then which is equals to 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. So actually we are getting x is equals to 1, or on equating this is minus 1 by 2. But you see, when it is minus 1 by 2, especially some lengths, for example 3x minus 1, if x is equals to minus 1 by 2, let us see, this length is given, for example 3x minus 1. No? So substitute in this, then minus 3 minus 2 by 2 minus 5 by 2. See, actually this 3x minus 1 is a certain length here, but that length we got it as a negative, but which cannot be happen, no? Length never be negative. So that's why say that x is not equals to minus 1 by 2. Therefore x value is 1. The value of x is equals to 1. Okay. See, in this way we can use the concept of basic proportionality theorem while solving of problems. Okay, I hope you are all enjoyed the class. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video.